I was starting to do the video of today. So a very important announcement today. But I did want to get through with the Macho Martini thing. Yes, he was 8th. We had a few clients message me and say, "Oh, what's wrong with Macho Martini?" So here, I'm going to give you a little rundown. First off, for those of you that remember, Macho Martini is I think he was one of the he might have been the 2-year-old trotter of the year, and say he was so great. He was horrible at 3. He made breaks and was aggressive his entire life and really was a problem. He's not like that anymore. Somebody said, well, we should have gelded him, he'd be better. It's absolutely not accurate. There's no way to say what a horse will be like when you geld him, especially a 4-year-old. It's not like gelding a 2-year-old. And nothing I saw today, I can actually say to you that no aspect of what took place today would fix Macho Martini to where he would have raced better today. There was nothing in his attitude that made him race that way. 1, it was terribly muddy and he had flip-flops on. That's 1. 2, they went 54-4 in the mud and he cannot. Not right now. That's 2. 3, he did scope with quite a bit of mucus. Now, I was starting to tell the story about the mucus and everything, and I get off on a tangent and I just stopped the video. So, you scope a horse with a lot of mucus and a little bit of blood. You're going to see a little bit of blood anytime you see a lot of mucus, especially on a Lasix horse. So, how do you know if it's sickness or allergies or the remnants of something or the start of something? So, they'll do something called an SAA test, a serum amyloid A test. Now that test, sounds like I know what I'm talking about, but I just know the name of it. I don't actually know what it does, but it will tell you if the horse is sick. Very low number of 1 came back with Macho Martini. So Tim said he's gonna be a little more aggressive with his puffers, his inhalers for him. I don't like using inhalers just because the withdrawal times are so skewed. In Pennsylvania, Ohio, it's a little bit different. But in Ontario, those puffers are bronchodilators, most of them, and I don't trust the withdrawal times. And quite frankly, to get a medication violation with one of those puffers, 1, would look bad, but 2, first offense for that is I think 6 months and $5,000. There you go. So there's no puffers for any of our horses in Ontario. Now, Tim wants to use puffers and the nebulizer here. No problem. I trust him very much. It's not really a matter of trust. I just don't trust the system. In Ontario, a little strict when it comes to stuff like that. You're more than welcome to use them. In fact, the vets will prescribe them. I just don't want to go down that road. There are other ways. I believe, at least for most horses, there's other ways to combat that. Oral supplements and herbal supplements and things of that nature. I just don't know it's worth, to me, is it worth it? If it works and Macho Martini races better his next start, great. That's fantastic. But as I said before, I don't think, 1, he didn't race poorly. He got beat up because they went 54-4 and he can't in the mud. So if there's people out there that believe he should have or he could have, then you're wrong. He's just not going to trot 54-4 in the mud. It's not going to happen. Secondly, as far as the castration, I don't have a reason not to castrate Macho Martini, but castrating for what took place today would be grossly unfair. He didn't do anything wrong today. I don't find him in any way rude or ornery the way I remember him from Ontario. I just don't see it. Horse did everything he could today, he just couldn't do enough. So we'll work on his airway. We'll work on it as if it's an allergy issue. Tim knows what he's doing. He's going to work really hard on that aspect of the horse, and we'll see if he can back with a better performance next week. Now, I was just going to move him somewhere, but where am I? I don't really want to move him to a half-mile track in Northfield. It's a tough spot to race also. I can't move him home because I don't trust the classification, right? I don't trust the classes right now, especially after Monday's debacle. And where else would he be? I'm not sending him to the Meadowlands or Yonkers for certain. We already have a horse in Dover who's in the wrong class this week. So I think I do have a way to fix the problem for the people that may want to sell some of their horses. I'm about to make a video of something very, very, very cool. So when I'm done making this video, you're going to see another video appear in a little while. Make sure you watch that video. It is a very special announcement for the Christmas season for the stable.ca, something that we've been working on. We like to be innovative when we can. And with the help of somebody who's even possibly more innovative than me, Kelly and Wendy. A little collaboration for you over the holidays. So when it comes to Macho Martini, relax. Here's the biggest problem. We went on the track at 9-1. For those of you saying he should have, could have been better, no. It's pretty clear from the rail in this class, he was 9-1 going to the gate. I believe he was 9-1. It's a tough spot. The wagers, the bettors have already spoken. You're in the wrong class. There's not much we can do about that. So Tim believes he can get him back in the numbers at 5,500 next week. They are starting to write a 20 to 25 claimer, exactly where he is. For those of you who are concerned, Macho Martini is a 20 to 30 claimer. That's what he is. There's nothing wrong with that. That's still a good horse. And I have no problem with him being that way. We just need to get him somewhere consistent. If Tim can keep him consistent working on his airway, then you know what? That's fantastic. So, Macho Martini's video is done. I'm going to hang up right now from you. Hit stop. I'm going to make another video about something that's really, really cool going on at the stable. So, for the rest of you having horses in tonight, whether it be Matt, whether it be Unbeatable Kemp Cake, or whether it be Sailor, good luck to you. But when it comes to Macho, relax. We'll be back in to go next week.